let's go ahead and kick it out, bro. Just real quick. We gonna go hot. You see, like you got some animosity at what Cam Newton said. Can we talk about that out the gate?
Man, listen here. Dude had on I don't even want to talk about his attire. He had on a band director hat. And I mean, looked like a train conductor. The dude got on something look like a parachute. Then he just looked real confused, man. So why would I take any kind of, advice from this dude, especially about my quarterback, when I've had more decorated, more respectable, more credible people speaking highly of him? You know what I mean? So I'm good on that Cam Newton stuff, man. He been my op from day one. I know a lot of people saying, I like Cam. That's cool. He went to Auburn, so he already been my op from day one. So I don't mind dragging him. So, hey, it is what it is. I'm a Bama fan. He beat my team, so I always disliked him. So that's how it's going to go. But, yeah, man, he need to relax, man. He was an athlete. He never was a quarterback to that degree, in my opinion. He had one good year. He is the young jock of the NFL.
Ooh.
He's the young jock of the NFL, and he need to relax. You know what I'm saying? It's going down if you talk about my quarterback. So he need to relax, man. Dak is far better than him. And, I know he got that MVP year, but he did that as an athlete, not as a quarterback.
Wait.
Not as a quarterback. He always been inaccurate. You can't speak to Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott was accurate day one.
Hold on. We gotta start the music on that.
He gotta sit down somewhere.
Oh my Lord. It's gonna be like that today?
Man, with all due disrespect, sir.
That's
how we coming.
Is it due?
I want.
He deserved it.
Oh, let's go. Can't wait. All right, man, continue.
Yeah, man, I just want him to know he the young jock of the NFL. It's going down. If you ever say something about my quarterback, you need to put some respect on his name. He's far better as a quarterback than you. You was a great athlete, but it's a difference. Athletics and quarterbacking are two different things. You need both of them to be effective. And when it comes to Mr. Cam Newton, he was just an athlete. Like, he's the prototypical guy of, like, when you lose out of athleticism, which you've been depending upon your whole career, now you can't do nothing else. Now you're useless. Now you out of the NFL.
Useless.
So we don't want nothing to do with you after that. That's what I'm saying. So, like, I'm not just gonna act like he was a scrub, because he had his moments in the NFL. He did the dab and all of that, but they dabbed his ass straight out the NFL after they got done with him running over people, using them like a fullback. So after that, now you got to actually be a quarterback. And that's where you fell to the wayside. That's where you wasn't able to do what you needed to do. And you couldn't even get it done in New England. They had weapons at Carolina. You had two running backs. So don't sit up here and act like you was just Superman, even though you was doing all of that. You had two running backs over there, and them boys was running the ball. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just done with it, man. That's why I would rather much so trust Aaron Rodgers' words about Dak Prescott compared to this dude. That's all I'm going to say. He's bitter that he's out the NFL so early, and now, he just want to hate on better players. That's just unfortunate, man. That's unfortunate.
We Star. You got to jump in.
Yeah, I mean, when I saw what Cam said, I mean, it was disappointing, number one, because I'm like, you can tell the way he said that, like, you just said Dak's name off of some clout, bro. Like, straight up. He said, you talking about Brock Purdy, then he was like, oh, there's Brock Purdy, Tua Tagovailoa, Jared Goff, even Dak Prescott. Like, he clearly said it, because he knew once he said Dak's name, everybody would be like, hell no. And so I just feel like this is so disrespectful. I just can't stand. I said Cam is an opportunist. He got a baby on. Cam got like 20 kids. He got another one on the way. He needed that check. He needed to put Dak's name out. People almost said him, but
look at this dude, man. I'm sorry.
Dak's name for clout, and that's exactly what Cam did. He wanted to be on Get Up and all the 3 and 4 letter networks, because he knew his comment was outrageous. But anyway, you look at the stats and everything. Dak far surpasses Cam Newton. far surpasses. As Landlord said, yeah, he was a good athlete. He had that crazy years in 2017, went 15-1. But the reality is, he's not like Boss. You and I talked about this before about how Dak is one of those quarterbacks where he was able to completely evolve his game
and adapt.
He adapted. He went from a game manager in 2016, right? Y'all want to call him that, game manager, still extremely accurate, but you had prime Ezekiel Elliott, right? Then you move into 2017 where he didn't have Zeke, where the offensive line started to break down and Dak had to figure it out. 2018, that's when you really start seeing Dak really pick it up. When they pair him with Amari Cooper, best wide receiver quarterback duo in the league. And then Dak just continued to grow as a passer from there. So Cam Newton, we saw him in his stint in New England when he went back to Carolina. It was the exact same quarterback. It's like you still doing QB draws and runs at your age. Like, it's not good because you cannot throw.
It's not gonna work.
You cannot throw the football, dog. Like, and we remember the game in New England. You fumbled the game away. I think that was like their last game. And Cam trying to run the ball again and literally fumbled it. Like, it's just a disaster. Like, Cam Newton.
I got a different take on it. Slightly.
One more thing before you go, and I'm gonna let y'all live. Ever since Von Miller and D. Well took his soul, he ain't been the same since. It's been a whole different dude in the Super Bowl. They took his soul, they did, and he been a whole different dude ever since.
Man,
but we'll leave him alone, man.
Y'all tell me if y'all don't like Angry Landlord. I like Angry Landlord. Angry Landlord, that dude, bro. I love it.
They pissed me off talking about my boy, man. Don't do that like that.
It did to me too, Landlord. But I'm like,
Dak be over here just minding his business, don't it?
And then you go call my man the game manager as he come.
Man, Dak over here just minding his business, leading the MVP race.
Yeah.
Literally for shock value, just like Dan Orlovsky. Dan Orlovsky talking about Dak is on the same tier as Jared Goff, and if Josh Allen beat us on Sunday, he's gonna be number one in MVP race. Just crazy stuff.
But I'm gonna give y'all my take on it, all right? Cause I listened to it. Let me cue it up real quick. Hold on, real quick. Y'all give me 1 second. I think this. You know what I think this whole thing about? I think he was just overreaching for his boy Christian McCaffrey.
Cam?
Yeah, I think he was overreaching. I think he, you know, we all sometimes can do that. I really watched and try to make sure I don't do that though. You know, I really try, to where, and I always watch ego, because I always say, when you bet on something or somebody, most people do everything to try to make themselves look right. But then when you bet against somebody, you also do the same thing. So he was betting on Christian McCaffrey, and his whole context was saying that he's the MVP. So when he start pushing up who he think his MVP is, he start overreaching to discount the other guys, because I don't even think he was trying to go viral with it, to be honest. I think he saw it went viral. Huh?
It looked like he braced himself before he said Dak name, bro.
That's what I said. Like,
he did brace himself.
Dak
he said,
Prescott.
"Hold on, let's play it. I'm gonna go ahead and play it.
Get out of here."
He was trying to shock people. He's trying to do the shock.
Hold on, real quick. Let me play it. Let's go.
Ted Ginn, that's his number one receiver. Like, Ted Ginn was number one. He was good. Jericho Cotchery was good. Philly Brown was good. Yeah. Greg Olsen was good. Yeah. A defense like Luke Kuechly, TD, like Peanut Tillman, Jared Allen, Starla Tulele, Josh Norman. Like, these guys were good. Like, everybody knew their role. Cortland Finnegan, people forget about him.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's about the team. It's not about individuals. And what scares me the most, the 49ers, if Christian McCaffrey gets hurt, he has too much of him a part of that offense. But the flip side to that, if he's away from that, it's a different 49ers team. And I don't think that there's not a more valuable player in all of football than Christian McCaffrey. think about it. You remove Jalen Hurts from the Eagles. I still think they're able to win games.
Yeah.
Now, even you would say Patrick Mahomes, they can still win games.
See, that's how you know he tripping, bro.
Position.
Yeah.
Cal.
Right?
You see what I'm saying? That's how you know he overreaching. He put.
Like, what?
See, that's what's making me think. That's what's making me think right there that he was overselling Christian, because it wasn't even just Dak. That dude put Mahomes in there, bro. You tripping?
Yeah.
Just distasteful.
It's like,
You see that's why I don't think it was at Dak. I think he was just overreaching. I see people do this all the time. They get in their egos. They be trying to sell a point, so they oversell a point. You know what I mean? So hold on real quick.
But you know, in comparison, you gotta downgrade somebody to uplift somebody slightly.
That's a
Even
character
if you don't
flaw, though.
Yeah. It is.
Like,
It is. But
why
in
not
comparison, you know, just the idea of comparison, you kind of gotta make your case like that. You gotta be like, well, my guy did this, but this guy did this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You kind of
Right.
gotta undersell the opponent that you're trying to go against. So yeah.
That's what I'm saying with him, bro. Like, just keeping it real. I'm saying I don't even see clout. I feel like you just overselling it. And then when it took off, because see, this happened a week ago. It just went viral 3 days ago. You know? So
yeah.
So
I just don't understand, like, why even bring up, if we want to praise Christian McCaffrey, that's fine. Focus on the 49ers team then, and how your guy is making this team all-time great. Why do you need to bring in these other quarterbacks and put these other quarterbacks down to big up your guy, Christian McCaffrey, when these guys have nothing to do with Christian McCaffrey's success? That's what just throws me off. Like, and I get him trying to sell a point, but it's just like, for what and for why? That's what I have to say. Like, for what and for why Cam Newton? That's why I feel like it's shot. He tried, maybe not trying to get clout, but you said these other names, you know, and maybe this was a week ago, like you said, boss. So it's not like he just said it, but it's like you said these other names, knowing the potential, you know, your platform. Like, Cam Newton, that podcast is popping. Like, he has.
see, I don't think he being that smart, Star. I promise you. But I feel you though. I feel you. Like,
I feel he's a salesman. But
I get, you know what? He go probably do it now though. You know what I mean? Because he got all of this publicity. So guess what?
Yeah.
We go probably start getting some shock jock out of this dude.
Controversy sells, man.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah. So we got something on here called the him segment.
Yep.
Me his final words on this Cam Newton thing.
Yeah, man. Like I said, man, I feel like it was malicious, and then it's really, really disrespectful, man, when you think about it. Cause Dak had nothing but good things to say about Cam. I actually think Dak kind of looked up to Cam semi when he was coming up, cause they asked him like who was his favorite QB, and he said Cam.
He did.
So now that you got, like they asked Dak early in his career, he was like, man, he admired Cam. You know what I'm saying? Cam was that deal at the moment. But he also said Peyton Manning and other people too. But, you know, he probably just threw Cam that bone because he was a young black quarterback taking over the league and stuff like that. You can't help but admire something like that. But it's just disappointing to see he just jumped at the first opportunity. And then he was just so wrong, so blatantly wrong.
Yeah, it was so
like,
wrong.
I can see if you, it's just, you just all the way left field wrong. Like, you had
way
no right,
out of there.
no percentage, not one iota of right in your tape. That's what made me mad about it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And look, the only way you could be that wrong on purpose, if you being malicious. That's the only way.
Yeah.
Only way.
Yeah.
Cam a football player. He's a quarterback. He ain't that crazy, man. He know this boy Dak out there balling out. Look at what Aaron Rodgers said. Look at what everybody else said. But when it comes to Cam Newton, Dak is a game manager.
It has the smell of hating though. It does have a.
This dude, my boss, like you said, you do. I like what Law said too. Law was like, man, pay attention to sometimes where the information coming from. You gotta say he's in a bitter situation, man. This dude is 32 years old and he out the league. That says a lot to me. You got to see where the perspective coming from. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a different kind of perspective. He's in an envious type situation.
Yeah, I smell.
You can't tell
I
me he
smell-
don't want to be in the league.
You
Can't tell me he wouldn't rather be a quarterback right now.
Yeah, he coming out the bathroom. He's thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I smell it. It does have us, because then you not see. This is what make you say it's likely got a fragrance of hating. When you bring up Mahomes, bruh. See, now you bringing up dudes who just balled it and been balled it. You know what I mean? See, I ain't giving you no pass on Dak, but I sure ain't giving you no pass on Mahomes. I'm just, come on now.
That hurts your credibility, man.
Right.
Because I understand. We content creators, bro. We understand it's a different level of stuff like this. Like, you want to be able to have some interesting topics to talk about. But the people who actually have integrity and honor in what they doing and actually care about the way they present themselves, we still make sure we, be cautious on certain things that we say, because we don't want to just push out false narratives and crazy stuff just for the sake of clicks. Your audience see that type of stuff too.
Yeah.
You have no integrity when you're doing stuff like that. So you won't catch me trying my best to make a hot take. No, I'm gonna tell you what I feel. That's what I do. That's what we do. People who actually have integrity. So I just don't respect that type of stuff, man. Especially when my quarterback at the bud of the joke. Like, man, go on with that, man. Dak don't deserve that, bro. He
I love
been
your
balling
energy on
out
it,
all
bro.
year.
I love your energy on it. We need more of it, man. But let's go.